Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Sovereign's non-mana tournament number 4, round number 3. This is the second feature match that I have for you guys. And down at the bottom we have Luca Keeler. I believe he goes by Michelio or Michello. I'm not exactly too sure how to pronounce it. And up at the top we have the Kinfing, and we're going to see what each player's on today, although you can definitely see it in the title. But we'll just kind of have a little surprise. Obviously, you don't know which player is playing which deck, but we're going to find out here. So it looks like the Kinfing is going to win the dice roll, and he's going to opt to go first, and he is on Galaxy. So we're going to see, this is going to be a very interesting list. So he's going to look like he actually bricked. So set a Call by the Grave and pass his turn. So that's really unfortunate. It looks like he doesn't really have any starters, since this you have to control a Galaxy to summon it. So he has 2 hand traps at least to combat, or I guess 3 interruptions technically to combat his opponent's board. Unfortunately, I don't think this Call by the Grave is going to be a super big important thing in this matchup, just because Endymion doesn't really care about the graveyard. So he's going to start off with a copy of Terraforming to search for Magical Citadel of Endymion. And he's going to activate a Spellbook of Secrets to search for a Spellbook card, searching for his Spellbook Magician of Prophecy, normal summoning it, he gets a counter off of Citadel, obviously, using the copy of Blue Boy, and it's going to get hit with a Gamma, so it's going to be destroyed here and negated. He wasted his normal summon into it, so that is going to be pretty rough. I think the Kinfing obviously knows he's playing Endymion at this point, but yeah, so just for Comfit is going to be special summoned here, since he controls, well actually, you can just special Jester Comfit, it doesn't really matter. He doesn't have a special summoning condition, it's just summon it from this hand. You can only control one of him though. Then he's going to go ahead and activate Endymion, the Mighty Master of Magic, and scale his Time Gazer Magician as well. So while he doesn't have another Magician in the Pendulum Zone, it's a scale 4. So that's actually kind of relevant here, because then he can Pendulum Summon for this Jackal King, since this is a scale 4 and this is a scale 8. And then he can go ahead and link off the Jester Comfit into a copy of Link Karibo, and he's just going to pass his turn. Obviously, if he were to attack into this Driver and Gemma, they would just both go to Graveyard, and Gemma can't actually summon itself. It can't negate anything if you don't have a Driver in the Graveyard, hand, or deck. So if it's banished, you can't actually summon a Driver or Gamma, so that's the idea there. So, Kinfing draws for turn, drawing into a copy of Galaxy Brave. This is actually not bad. He can activate its effect to reveal the Photon Vanisher and special summon itself. Then he can special summon the Photon Vanisher with its own effect to add a copy of Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. That's just going to be negated with a Jackal, and that's going to get hit with a copy of Ghost Ogre. So, this is a quick effect to remove the spell counters from the field as cost, and then it does negate the activation and if you do destroy that card. So the Jackal is going to be destroyed here, as well as the copy of Photon Vanisher due to Jackal's effect. And yeah, it looks like that's going to be game, so he's just going to scoop it up. So moving on into game number 2, he's going to opt to go first this time. Let's hope he draws a better hand. So he draws, I think this is better. It looks like he's going to start off with a copy of Nebula Dragon to go ahead and special summon itself, as well as a copy of Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon from the hand. And then special summon both in defense mode, and then he can go ahead and equip the Photon Orbital to his Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon and use its effect to send it to the graveyard and add a Galaxy card. He's going to add Galaxy Eyes Galaxy Soldier rather. And then he's going to overlay into a copy of Hope Harbinger. So I think that he's just going to go ahead and pass his turn. This is really interesting. He could end with an Infinity, which is actually an Omni Negate, but he would have to get rid of this Veiler. So I think that it might be better to do what he's doing and just keep the Veiler in hand. Because what he could do is he could just link these, the Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon and the Nebula into a Soul Flare, and then use Soul Flare to add back the Photon Dragon back to hand. And then he could discard it with Galaxy Soldier and then search the other Galaxy Soldier, discard that with the Veiler, and then make Infinity. So he would just end with Soul Flare, Infinity, and a Cosmic Cyclone. So I guess the Infinity is like an Omni Negate. That's really nice, but I don't really think that that's going to be super important, just because like I think that having the Spell Negate and the Monster Negate is also a little bit better. But we'll see here. So, drawing for turn, Luca Keeler draws for a Magical Citadel, which is really nice. So, I'm actually surprised he didn't scale that first. But I guess Garuda's going to go ahead and pop a card in the Spell and Trap Zone. I definitely think he should have just activated Citadel and then used it, but I don't know. It's going to get chained here with a Cosmic Cyclone, paying 1,000 to banish it. Then he's going to activate this magical Citadel of Endymion. Maybe he was just playing around the Titanic Galaxy, but in either case, he's just going to negate it anyways and slurp it up. Then a copy of Cerberus is going to be placed in the scale, using the effect to pop it and search for a copy of Jackal. Then I assume he's going to skill Jackal here. Yep. And then he's going to use its effect to destroy it and special summon Cerberus. Then he's going to go ahead and activate a copy of Endymion, Magister, sorry, they're all Endymion cards. So Magister and then scale Abductor, and then he's going to get a counter on this Magister, and he's going to Pendulum Summon for a Reflection. So this is a little interesting. He possibly could have Tributes. Oh, wait, no, this is a level 7? Maybe not. He could have maybe linked this into a gravity controller if he plays it, and then he could have special Jackal, which I think would have been better, but he wouldn't have any spell counters really on the field, so that kind of would suck. So he's going to go ahead and use Reflections effect, which can target one card your opponent controls and one card you control with a spell counter. I'm assuming he's going to target the Magister and return them to the hand. I believe that's going to get hit with the Veiler. Yep. And it doesn't send us cost or anything, so it is not cost to return because it says target one card you control and one card you control with a spell counter except this card. That is the cost, or like the activation requirement. Technically that's not a cost, quote unquote, but it is a activation requirement. Costs are typically discarding or paying life points or sending to grave, something like that. So that is not the cost, or it's just an activation requirement, but it is for all like intensive purposes or whatever. This is like a cost, I guess, so you have to activate it before the effect. So anyways, I think he's going to go ahead and use Cerberus's effect here to remove 4 spell counters on the field and target an opponent's monster and banish it. So that is going to be really nice, and it gains an attack equal to that banished monster's original attack. So that's going to put him up to 5,800. He's going to attack for 58, and then he's going to attack for 1,850, which is game. So unfortunately, I think the Kimfing just kind of got pretty much stomped just because he didn't really draw super great, drawing a couple bricks, unfortunately, and that kind of ended his game. So unfortunate, a little bit of a quick feature match for you guys today, but yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.